Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Victoria 3, welcome back to our Serbian Principality in 1897, under the leadership of Milan Karađorđević. And before we get in, just a short disclaimer or kick off, since Steam or actually the game told me that I'm missing the mod of the Balkan, Greece, Balkan and so forth flavor. However, I think it was just a rename and now it's called the Gates to the Bosporus mod or something like this. So I think it looks like we can run it. Looks like we have all options still available here that came basically through the mod with the Greater Serbian. We can now, some changes have been done here in the Načatanice selection. We can do Austrian gun running and Ottoman gun running. I think we've done it in some kind of way before. Ah, now it costs money. Interesting, that's new, I think. This is something, so far we could do these rebellions, right, and support some radicalism, but not this directly, I think. Okay, 5,300, this is something we could aim for, and I think we should aim for also to some extent. I think we could afford this. Then let's have a quick other look, what else is happening right now. Yeah, exactly, we had also here, I feel like something must have changed to some extent over here. We can still okay, this is okay. They reshaped here this entire icon system. That's interesting. At the direction of the prince, bishops from the Orthodox Church have presented several options for the dissemination to and veneration of state-sponsored icons at church throughout Serbia. Each one promises to inspire the faithful. Let's have a quick look if this is more or less the same. Oh no! Okay, we have it already, right? We lose. We have the... Okay, it's already in there. We have the innovation and technology spread icon in there. Assimilation and conversion. Wow. Did we have such strong ones before? State construction. Institution size authority. Technology spread is the one we're using right now. Wait. It's a little bit finicky here. And then Michael the Archangel morale and recover the damage. Okay. Infamy decay. Yeah, okay, I think these are the old ones just in the new sign. Well, nicely done, I would say. Here we're still hitting on this one, also good, so increasing our innovation. What kind of approval do we have from the Orthodoxy at the moment? I think we're gonna keep it for the moment as it is. Venerating an icon now, let's stop it. I have to hit it, I guess, okay. I'm keeping the Saint John Climacus, the innovation spread, or do we want really the assimilation? Let's have a quick look into conversion. We had the innovation for so long, but conversion seems to work pretty well for us at the moment. The assimilation, well, I think I'm staying. I think it should be fine. We're doing it anyway, slowly. I'm staying with the innovation situation. Okay, now it's done. Alright, and then let's get in. Let's observe a bit how our financial situation develops. And yeah, for the guys of here, of course, I've got some criticism for not being aggressive enough, which is fair enough. I understand that it's sometimes not the most entertaining to just observe mere economical development, but at the same time, that's how I want to do it to some extent, since, yeah. Wait, I don't want to just monger through the Balkans here. I still have the idea of dominating it later, but yeah, what can we do at the moment? Just not want to just randomly expand into Turkey right now, for example. Anyways, here, Gates of the Bosphorus, by the way, is the mod called now. For centuries, Albanian pirates based on the eastern coast of the Adriatic have raided European vessels. Renowned as the Ulcinian Sea Wolves by the Italians, these professional outfits have long served the port in both formal and informal capacities. The Dulcinea pirates used to be terror of Italy and the Adriatic, where seamen were much sought by the port and more than one became Capitan Pasha. Viscountess Emily Anne Beaufort Smythe in 1863. Interesting. As long as Albanian piracy remains entrenched on countries along the Adriatic Sea will be at risk for piracy and whence, and this must be new. Cool. I mean, not a huge pro about this, but I think at least, you know, Battle of Lepanto and so forth. I think Barbarossa, the Muslim Barbarossa from Algiers here, was one of these pirates, I assume. I'm not sure if he was Albanian. But I guess this makes more sense when you start the game with all these modifiers, but these must be changes in the mod. And wow, once again, pretty nicely done, guys. Across Europe, it is held as certainty that the Ottoman Empire is in decline, and as dissent spreads across the empire, the government in Constantinople has found itself grappling strife and separatism across its holdings. Yeah, I mean, we had this basically. I don't want to read it all to you. It's out there, and yeah, we're gonna. Is he a pirate? Operates with impunity. Azimbushi leads the largest band of pirates, operates with impunity, putting us at risk of increased pirate activity. Is the pirate activity so bad for us? Now let's have a quick look. Okay, interesting. This is really a funky one. Peasant pirate with the Piglaube. Azem Bushati has been the subject of praise amongst the coastal villages of Montenegro. Apparently the pirate lord has been redistributing his ill-gotten gains amongst the peasantry. Yeah, come on. Order these goods confiscated. No, this is nothing, and I think at the moment we... Let's do that. Pacify the Adriatic. We want to be Pavle Karađorđević, which is his role. Ah, he's our admiral. He's an experienced naval commander. Drops all assignments, becomes busy, and so forth. Great, let's do that. I think we don't need a new commander right now. Skopje is being built right. Interesting. These things we're gonna tackle. Peril and progress, okay. I mean, right now, by the end of the century, I think it's not that spot on, let's say, but I think still, yeah, and yeah, right now, even if I feel like that Austria would be the one hurt the most by pirates in our situation, however, yeah, I don't want to be, we are a modern state, right? We are professionals, we don't want to be these kind of freaks that just support pirates, I guess. Rather, we're supporting the guns, the rebels all over the place. We need to get some bureaucracy, so otherwise we're wasting or losing money. It's already in the construction list, right? Okay, good. Pavle Karađorđević arrives in the Adriatic. After a few weeks of preparations and travel, the expedition by the Pavle Karađorđević has crossed the Strait of Otranto. From here, they begin their mission to track down Azem Bushati and his wild outfit. Oh yeah, there we go. Our massive Serbian navy dominating the Adriatic. Are we? No, not at all. We, the Italians, have no navy at all. Oil in the sky. Oh, there we go. And you know there is oil. Actually, when we don't have pump jacks yet. Albania is really a great province in Victoria, especially since there's no mountains or anything or infrastructure problems, which should be there in my opinion, since after visiting it's been a while, but very mountainous and hilly country. Jirvali country, yeah, they don't want support. Their empire is huge enough. Foul waters. While following a lead off the coast of Croatian, the expedition fleet has accidentally wandered into a maze. Croatian is German for Croatia. Has accidentally wandered into a maze of shoals and reefs. It may take days to fully extricate the fleet. Have you noticed on top of everything it's raining? Proceed with caution, we're not in a rush over here. And Albania, what I was talking about, actually, when discovering oil, they definitely still have oil also. I mean, like, I think absolutely irrelevant reserves or so forth. But when you drive through Albania, you see, like, these old pump jacks randomly in the landscape, looking really funky. Very interesting. Are these our ships here, or is this the Austrian ones being... Where's the... There's our Serbian one. Ooh. Going to this trade, never really looked too much onto details. Are they riding also with our, is this our, I think so, the power block sale, interesting. of our amazing power block that... Wait, what? What happened in Bulgaria? And they lost kind of their name also. Okay. This is new. Serbia, kingdoms. And they're going down. Well, I mean, maybe at some point we're gonna also just annex Bulgaria, since they're anyways not too Bulgarian. It's a multicultural state at the moment, as you see. The Bulgarians moved mostly to Serbia already, since we had 400,000, right? It's a weird situation, and something must have happened in yeah. Classic. Is what happened? Is there any unification? No, we just had a random drop. No, that's okay. Let's put it to use. Sorry, I should have read that. Because we must have had some kind of... Yeah, I don't know where we put another one. I guess... Arabia? Oh no, rather here. So we are more involved in Eastern European problems or things. Let's see, we need a new rivals, otherwise we'll drop the prestige and probably lose the power block immediately again, so let's be quick. And of course, who else would it be than the United States of Belgium? Java, of course, and we need more actually. Spain, yeah, Spain we had as a rival before. Now Poland is actually supposedly a good partner, and the North Germans as well, and the French I also don't want to... Oh yeah, let's keep it like this for the moment. We have a positive one, that's enough. Oh yeah, and we're working actually a lot over here with improving relations with the great powers mostly, so we have somebody at some point maybe against the Austrians. Oh, how strong is Poland, by the way? Oh, could be stronger. Oh, let's see where we're going with this one. Oh, nice. Now we're a little bit in a plus again. Vacuum canning. Packaging that requires oil, so we're gonna wait for this for a bit. Or do we, or can we already move? I'm not sure, let's see. Yeah, we can import some oil, I guess. There we go. Oil necessary. Let's get it from the Rhinish market, sure. From the Russians to some extent. Grand Alliance formed. Okay. Pirates spotted. The lead ship of our expedition has spotted a pirate vessel on the horizon. Admiral Karađorđević has ordered the fleet to give pursuit. Let's go. Get these pirates. And I think once we build cut and run, has fallen into a trap. Right as the morning fog cleared, he has found his fleet flanked on two sides by pirates. His staff has advised a retreat to regroup. Uh-oh, retreat is a sensible option. Let's do it. Man overboard. Choppy waters have enveloped the expedition as the cry of man overboard rings out from one of the lead ships. Strike. Why is there suddenly the whale hunting here with Moby Dick? Nah, well. Strike the ship, we have to leave no one behind. Oh, we're doing over here really bad, right? No progress at all, okay, good. Absolutely fantastic. Well, we're doing what we can. In the meantime, Ottoman Empire versus Ottoman Empire. Now it's getting what? This was just a display error, right? Here in Macedonia, I thought there was. No, okay. They are also now they are called also Bulgaria. No, it's just a state. Wait, is this? What is happening over here? Cultureless Vasilios Koutsoukanis. I think they might have edited in the mod the Romanoi out. No, they did not. Interesting. Anyways, they're going for Batitraya. Oh, it is an uprising in the end, right? Allegedly. I don't understand. I don't even see the other name. It's an inner conflict, but... Okay, the good thing is we can't support either side in this one. Uh-oh. I really hope that this mod update, I mean, it looked good, but this doesn't crash our save to some extent. Let's hope the best. Political migration. The rich and unstable political environment in Serbia has proven attractive to political exiles and stateless people who have begun to congregate in the coffee houses of Belgrade. Oh, Belgrade, you flawed yet fiery jewel. Where else could one see the difference? Demonstrations within a 5 minutes walk. Josef Tishkov. Pacifist, Bulgarian Orthodox. Like, of course he can be there, come on. General's misfired cannon. An affair between Blagoje Arandelojevic, and sorry for the mispronunciation, and Zivota Brankovic, the spouse, has reached our ears, threatening to affect his public image. Trade union and theocrat. Yeah, the Blagoje is a bit too much anyways. We cannot trust a man like this. He steps down. That's okay, yes. We don't... I think we can set up new generals. We should, to some extent. We have a Republican, ethno-nationalist, traditionalist. Nothing I like necessarily. Then I think we're actually still going for him for the ethno-nationalist because he a mountain expert and meticulous. Fits us just job-wise the best. We have been threatened of dropping, and we have a little bit of a money problem also. Christian party, yeah. Okay, but also the other ones look good. Serb British Society. Who's part of the Serb British Society? Just the trade unions, and actually I think we can afford this. The -1 here is acceptable or bearable for us. Where's this drop coming suddenly from? And now we still have, also we have minus here. Let's try to avoid this so we don't drop. I hope it's not our military costs that have gone up to hardcore, and with the new barracks we built. But I think with the increased bureaucracy we should be fine at some point. Let's cancel, by the way, the not very valuable routes. And we've got trench. By the way, this is a big step for us, or in general. This brings us up to date in like World War I infantry, if you want. So, by the way, why we could... No? Okay. World War I infantry, we think we should immediately also upgrade to these, because, yeah, upgrade our infantry. It is what it definitely... Now we're kind of competitive, I guess, but the thing is, let's have a quick look at the Austrian situation. It's what they have. I think you can check it right like this, right? Do South German line infantry. Oh, wow. What? They're working with line infantry and we have trench? 6th Austrian Army. Let's have a quick look if this is the... What about the other armies? Hello? Can you keep... it's a little bit finicky here. Can we see it here? What kind of infantry you're using? Anyways, this is very surprising that they're so weak in terms of technology, or they didn't upgrade. No, there shall not be any funding right now. Let's see, and then where we continue. It's good to know that we are in a good spot right now, I guess, in terms of this. But I think we're gonna continue actually also, or... Yeah, let's go for wargaming. We wanna be ready in case anything happens. We wanna be strong, and yeah, it's the most important stuff right now. So let's do this. Yeah, our company's, by the way, at least not unprofitable, still not doing extremely great, however. So these guys are probably also very... This is a company I should get. But am I willing? We have productivity 0 basically for them. Yeah, I don't know, we would have to probably like subsidize for Sashtava Oruche. We shall see. Central Archives completed, that's good. Fighting cabinets, I love bureaucracy. Extra bonus here, this is really nice, so we shouldn't have any textways anymore, which is amazing, but the only thing I'm wondering is, where's this coming from, by the way? Time modifiers, 10,000. Sunday schools, oh yeah. Something we're affording. I don't know where the income drop has come from. Annex Finland, expedition in the Adriatic makes progress, that's good. Sunday schools. Is this what are we getting from them right now? We have a high literacy rate already, right? This is, but the conversion is also great and assimilation. But we have quite a conversion rate, I think, since we last checked. I think the Orthodoxy was quite big. Yeah, almost no Sunnis anymore, even in Albania. Or actually in Albania it's still split. Anyways, our great nation, seeking to turn the tide of nationalism to the favor of the Liberal Party, Zoran Milutinovic held a patriotic speech in one of Belgrade's parks. Truly a hero for the people, I think so. Or national exceptionalism. Yeah, we should ensure that laws are properly secured. Get also some more prestige. Yeah, this is 12,000. I mean, it could also increase, of course, taxes again, then we're in 0. If we want to finance, basically. I mean, this is something we can think about. At the same time, I wanted to lower taxes so to potentially attract more migration, which is still not necessarily coming. Skopje is so empty, wow. But here all the Bulgarians moved in, leaving Bulgaria. Let's see if we're gonna... I think at the moment I'm actually tending to annex them, especially since they're this weird emperor. Okay. A Bulgarian Orthodoxy emperor, but where's this red star coming from actually? I have no idea. Yeah, it's just appeared after the how's our religion, the Orthodoxy doing in Bulgaria? Holy moly, there's more Hindus. 300,000 Hindus here. Interesting. Almost no Orthodoxy northern race. This is like the absolute menace of any kind of conspiracy theorist of the great exchange, or the great, what do you call it in English? The yeah, you of course you're displacing people that belonged there for centuries and all their traditions and putting just randos over there. Yeah, it is what it is. Well, let's, by the way, upgrade our... Where we need transportation and maybe then here also the electricity to some extent. Let's see what we're actually building right now. Oh, then let's prioritize this also before we just build in Greece. Still gonna build in Greece. We wanted to have more investment, right? So we have a higher chance of getting them properly into the block. Which at the moment, wasn't there any outlook that we would be coming to, what, god damn it, 200, but doesn't look good at the moment. Minus 8,000, but this is kind of bearable. Austrian gun running in a random eligible state, but the problem is I have the feeling it's going to be Montenegro again. Guys, I'm gonna hit this button, and worst case we have to raise taxes. It is happening. Okay. It cost us 5,000, but we're gonna live with that. Providing us with some infamy, I think. South Slav people have been present throughout the Balkan for over a millennium. While we have been divided by times and dialects, the plan draws inspiration from the Risorgimento, calling for unifying the South, thus under one crown. Sure. Let's hope that certain people get extremely angry over here. Oh, Slavonia is mostly Croatian, interesting. Joint front, okay, by Portugal, interesting. Yeah, the Ottoman gun running, I'm not doing, I can't afford this, and once again I think in the end we have already taken over most areas. That these boys down here, this Macedonia, this hasn't still, I thought that Greece was on it last time. Yeah, we've already... Who's this, by the way? Obsessed with wine? Are these Greeks? These are the Greeks, right? Did they somehow... Hellenes. I mean... What would happen if we go in and say, let's conquer the state? Do we have anybody... Libya. Okay, I mean... Wow. Okay. First of all, we have a revolt here that's not okay for us, and we have an embargo by Austria. These bad people. Not buying our stuff, not selling us stuff. Let's... I think we have to redistribute a bit. Yeah, we need the Ottomans still, as you see, as a trade partner, by the way, since, yeah, every time I'm looking here, it's always a good idea to trade with the Ottomans a bit too, with the with the easy market access for us without any convoys, you know. Where's the... And I think maybe it's actually in general a good time to get an overview of all our trade routes, or the biggest ones. I'm always a fan of this. Let's have a quick look. It's not only do ours, but in general. By units, I don't know, maybe by revenue. Okay, we are importing, that's sad to see, luxury, but actually not that much. Russia's importing that. We are selling, or the Ottomans are taking wood. We're selling glass to Russia, actually to then coal and clothes to Italy, and raw goods, coffee and sugar and dyes from Britain. That makes a hell lot of sense. Looks like a kind of balanced trade, right? I'm not unhappy. Okay, that's good. If you wish, we can always have a closer look. You let me know if you want to see something. Let's try to keep on selling some guns and artillery over here where it makes sense. Interesting. Let's see if the people get interest in wine suddenly, since we were not consuming it at all. If Germans get some ironclads from Serbian, amazing Serbian shipyards. That's what we're known for. Oh, and we're not building also here the convoys, maybe. Oh, no. And by the way, we crossed the 20 million GDP. Nah, unfortunately, we're a little bit stagnating up here too. Egypt wants me to support their independence. No, I don't care, to be honest. And the industrial deserve the credit, of course. Of course, we're building up the country here as a more industrial nation. And what is happening down here? Okay, Russia and the Ottomans are clashing, but in which situation? Okay, interesting. We didn't get even notifications that Russia's going in here for another destruction of the Ottomans. Maybe at some point, if they really, like, the Ottomans are being so dismantled, maybe at some point they really should step in, also take part of this. Yeah, you keep on letting me know, I know. But my enemy right now is Austria, and then I feel like they embargoed me and I should do steps against them. We need Russia or a big partner. How are we going to break this? Yeah, and some of you suggested already in the comments that I should maybe even go ahead and do some... yeah, I could load, of course, as Austria, Russia, just to speed up or like make this run a bit more less stiff, or then is stiff the right word? I don't know. We could lose this alliance in between Russia and Austria. But I don't know. I think in this case I also should do other things. Maybe manually help out with the German unification, which probably isn't happening anymore. I'm all the same with the Italian one. For more interesting gameplay, I'm not sure. At the same time, I'm kind of also okay to live what's going on, because you have to adjust to the world how it is. And yeah, it's not Serbia's wish list that has to be fulfilled, I guess. So we also need some more power plants. Interesting. Power plants are running nicely so far. Ooh, another progress here in the Adriatic. After a lot of pirate events in the beginning, not too much right now. Well, Anyways, we made it to 1899, and I think this is also once again a good moment to pause or end this very episode. I hope you liked it. I hope you like the changes on the mod. Maybe if you're working on the mod or something and you know more, let me know down in the comments. I also try to have a look into the mod development, development diary or something to see if anything relevant happened. I mean, apart from the Greeks are being written out of the game apparently and have a nameless culture right now that is obsessed with wine. Yeah, let me know what you think apart from this. Of course, we're gonna continue, and yeah, if you're here for the first time or you still haven't done it yet, it would be fantastic if you leave me a like and subscription to help me a little bit out with my channel, make me happy and support me. Thanks for this, and then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode where we continue our hopefully soon starting Balkan domination for real. Thanks for watching. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.